Good evening. It's a wet one out there. Rain on and off in the forecast, 18 degrees. I'm Signa Butler, and you're watching the NSL on CBC Gem, brought to you by BMO, the official bank of the NSL. Let's start with the home team, shall we? Fourth place in the standings by 1 point, but the best goal differential in the league in the NSL, +8, thanks in part to Golden Boot leader DB Pridham. 15 goals on the season. She scored 15 of Ottawa's 28 and 3 goals in her last 2 matches. A brace against Montreal, whether it was running off the backs of defenders or scoring here, bar down. She gets it done in multiple ways. She had an eye for the goal against Vancouver as well, scoring just outside the box in a losing effort. But as prolific as DB Pridham has been, the only team she has not scored against has been the Halifax Tides. In 2 matches, she's been held off the score sheet. We'll see if that happens again today. As for the 6th place Halifax Tides, they have a relatively new midfielder in the fold, Sofia Cedeno, today making her 3rd appearance, just her 2nd start. And interim coach Stephen Hart says of this 19-year-old that she's got a fighting spirit, she demands the ball, wants to be in situations to pull the strings in the midfield, and that's sort of what they need tonight in order to unlock some goal scoring on their end. As for the standings, Ottawa 4th place by 1 point behind Vancouver, who they lost to 4 days ago, 3-2. Halifax 12 points, they're 6th in the table, and since winning against Ottawa on June 10th, scoring goals has been the difficulty. Just 4 goals over their next 9 matches. Well, it's a soggy night, Thursday night at TD Place in Ottawa, starting 11s. When we come back, you're watching the NSL on CBC Gem. Stay with us. Welcome back to a wet one in the nation's capital. We're getting set for the 3rd meeting of the season between the Halifax Tides and Ottawa Rapid. And the fans, you need those rain slickers tonight, some rain boots as well, just to be sure you can handle the elements out there at TD Place Stadium. Let's get to those starting 11s, beginning with the home side, Ottawa Rapid FC. 2nd match in 4 days sees some rotation in the lineup. Kayla Adamek comes out, Susanna Holland comes in on the back line, and up front, Joanna Friedland and Nicola Golan come in at the forward positions. Earlier, I had a chance to catch up with defender Liv Scott. Well, Liv, we've got you indoors, sheltered from the rain right now, but there's certainly something about playing Halifax that brings out your offensive side. You've scored each match against them. Is that something you'd like to replicate tonight?
I think it's always something in the back of my mind, being strong on set pieces, especially against Halifax. But I think I'm just hoping to go out there and put in a hard game defensively as well.
In all seriousness, you know, it's crunch time in the schedule. Your team's currently sitting in that 4th and final playoff spot. It's a big 3 points tonight. What is the team focused on to secure that victory at home?
Yeah, I think throughout the week it's been all about setting the standard at practice. So it's going hard every practice so that can kind of translate into the game and kind of controlling the game and not letting the other team control it for us. So we know every single game counts now, and we're coming in with the mentality that it's nothing less than a win is the standard for today.
Appreciate your time and good luck tonight.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
As for the Halifax Tides, 5 changes from their last match against Calgary. Annika Toth returns in goal, Sarah Olai back at center back, and Sid Kennedy up front. But the big insertion is in the midfield. Gunny Jonsdottir makes her return, and I had a chance to catch up with the Halifax captain ahead of the match. Gunny, it's wonderful to see you back healthy with the Halifax Tides in the lineup tonight. How good does it feel to be back with your squad?
Oh, it feels tremendous. It's been a lot of hard work, and of course it's been hard on the sideline, but the team has done so well and have been progressing in the right direction. So I'm so proud of the girls, but I'm so happy to be with them again.
The last match you played was June 10th. You scored that dramatic goal for Halifax's first win. What will be the key to taking 3 points on the road tonight?
I think it's just important to focus on us, what we can do better and what we've done good in the past games. And then, just take it step by step. And I think, what's most important, I think we also need to score some goals. We've been lacking in that, but keep up the defensive work and then, try to get something on the attack.
Thanks for this and good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Well, final paces for Gunny Jonsdottir and the Halifax Tides as they try and get in the win column today on the road at TD Place. Each of these teams has a victory this season against each other. Ottawa Rapid have the last one back on July 25th, where it was 1-0. Referees for tonight wearing pink kits. It's Marie-Soleil Baudouin, the FIFA designated referee, 42 years of age, originally from Quebec City. Calls Halifax home, wants the teams to come up and join her at center field. First assistant, Megan Opatrill. Second assistant, Alicia Carlucci. And the fourth official tonight, Shaylin Holdaway. There is DB Pridham, the Golden Boot leader, 15 goals. Trying to hit the score sheet for the first time against the Halifax Tides this season. Drum beats on as we count down to kickoff for this third meeting of the season between these two teams. Little light rain back on and off tonight. And Ottawa gets the first kickoff, and right off the top, Jaleesa Harris having a go at goal, but it goes over the top of the net. But hey, why not? Right away, some action. Annika Toth. Ready and watching. Liv Scott sliding over to the right side where Kayla Adamek was playing last match, and Susanna Holland coming into the center back position alongside Jaleesa Harris. So there's Holland there. Eva Fermot breaking up that progression. Nakamura. Broken up by Gibson. The turf at TD Place will be slick. The rain very consistent before game time. Been raining all day throughout the province of Ontario. Given away nearly! Annika Toth off her line. As you know who was lurking. Coach Katrina Peterson of the Ottawa Rapids saying earlier this week while pleased with the way her team came back twice against the Vancouver Rise, was unhappy about giving up a last-minute goal, especially on their home turf. So they want to take back their house today. Dagenet seeing her first touch. Valeron. Back to Toth. Olai under pressure. Fermo very skillfully bringing that ball down. Olai. Fermo dribbling out of trouble. Miller looking across to Kennedy, but Dagenet off her line, picks that out of the box. Jaleesa Harris with most touches in the league. Big fixture in the back, Jaleesa Harris. 18th start today in 18 matches. Played every minute for the Ottawa Rapid. Mina under pressure by Cameron. Fermo drawing the foul from Friedland. There's head coach Stephen Hart, interim coach of the Halifax Tides, saying that yes, his team is at the bottom of the table. They haven't picked up the points that you need, but they're progressing forward. It's about showing that quality that you have, showing your pride toward the end of this season. And they've been very strong defensively, but the scoring goals has been difficult. Nakamura looking to Kennedy. Over her shoulder, she gives chase. Cuts inside, Kennedy. Back to Cedeno. And broken apart. So Halifax, first opportunity in that attacking third. Wickers. Olai. Kennedy. Looking forward, looking in the box. Has Cameron. Just off her head, but offside is the call by the official. Look at the run of play in the upper left-hand corner of both of these teams in their last 5 matches. Olai looking forward, has Nakamura. Tried to play it in quickly, looking for Cameron. That's one thing that the Tides want to do, is unlock Cameron, especially in that penalty area, finding opportunities for tap-ins. The A member of the Reggae Girls, Tiffany Cameron. There's Cameron giving chase. Joined this team out of the summer transfer window. Into 2 World Cups with Jamaica.
Lock that one, Jeff, lock that one.
Ottawa content to play across the back. Cedeno, you see that skill. Finding Cameron. Ooh, swing and a miss. Patience was one thing that Katrina Peterson wanted her team to think about going into this match, moving the ball quickly, but making those good decisions and expressing themselves the way they want to express themselves. Disappointed to give away 3 points at home against Vancouver. Cedeno to Miller. Miller gets by Chu. Miller cuts it back across, cleared by Harris. Cedeno. The cross in, Kennedy gets a foot on it. The side foot not enough to beat Dagenet. Chu. Ottawa with their second match here in 4 days. All of these teams have tough stretches in their schedule, 4 matches in 12 days, that kind of thing. And right now, Ottawa with the possession, content to play across the back. Dagenet looking forward. Scott. Golan lays it off. And that give and go was not there. Balleron. Harris pushed up high to stop that. Fridland. Thought she was going to go for a goal, but Nicola Golan might. And there it is! DB Pridham has a goal against the Halifax Tides. Bounced right to the boot of the Golden Boot leader. Hops on the back of Desiree Scott to celebrate goal number 16 in the NSL. Fridland just slipped that ball through and it just couldn't be cleared right to the boot of DB Pridham. Took that from behind her body and swung that leg around to volley it in the net. Halifax had been on the front foot. And they can't panic here. I know scoring goals has been an issue, but early in this match. Ottawa, while they line up in that 4-3-3, Chu often moving forward, and you see her sliding over to that left flank.
Get up, Jim! You need to get up!
Be out of bounds.
Ready, go!
Nakamura pushing the ball forward. Liv Scott under pressure by Cameron. Boot a little too high there by Fridland. And Marie-Soleil Baudouin blows her whistle on that one. Britain was looking for Chu. Cameron battling it out with Desiree Scott. Kennedy, early cross in. Harris handles that. Out for a throw. Halifax on the front foot here. Just slides out of bounds for Julianne Valeron. So 15 minutes into this match, it is the home side, Ottawa Rapid on top. That goal from DB Pridham. Jaleesa Harris, the 25-year-old from Hazlitt, New Jersey. All of her teammates saying just the excellence that she demands back there on the little details. She doesn't wear the captain's armband, of course, that goes to Desiree Scott, but certainly one of the leaders on this team. The dribble out of pressure. Finding Mina. Mina Leo to Golan. First time cross in, and Addie Wickers makes sure that's out of trouble, but they give up a corner kick. Fridlin into the starting 11 for Florence Belzile, who will take the corner kick. Ball in. Couple players down in the box. Eva Fremont streaking up this right touch line. Fremont. Cross in, finds Cedeno. Nakamura! Strike takes a bounce off. They'll get a corner kick from there. Megumi Nakamura, goal scorer back on June 10th. when Halifax picked up their first win in franchise history. 2-1 at the Wanderers grounds on a rainy night, much like tonight, as Liv Scott reminded me ahead of the game. Sorola Miller to take this corner. Miller, the delivery. And the touch just off. And Fridland able to escape up the pitch. And Ottawa in possession again. Harris sending for Pridham, but it'll just roll along. Miller, time to turn. Thought about the shot. Olai under pressure, gets it back to Toth. Jonsdottir. Back in the lineup for the first time since June 10th, had been battling injuries. And then went off to the Euros. She was the strength and conditioning coach for Iceland. Of course, had represented Iceland as an international player. Over 100 caps for country. Miller. Tried to get the shot off, takes the deflection, but handled by Dagenet. Harris tried to break some lines, ends up to Valeron. Valeron to Kennedy. Kennedy, first time cross in! And Dagenet, that great height, picks that ball out of the air. And Cameron is moving gingerly. Tiffany Cameron up front. And sitting down on the pitch. Looks to be in some discomfort. And the medical staff called out to check up on Tiffany Cameron. She felt a little tweak in that hamstring. Coach Stephen Hard looking on. We'll take another look at sort of where that injury may have happened to Cameron. Sid Kennedy striking this cross in first time, and Cameron was trying hard to get that, got tangled up with Jaleesa Harris and holding onto that hamstring almost immediately. Coach Stephen Hart said they've been doing a lot in the attacking side of the game. He mentioned the goal scoring difficult for Halifax. They're creating the opportunities, but just for whatever reason, the goals aren't coming. So just working on possessing the ball, but also moving forward progressively. And hopefully that translates into goals. Cameron getting some attention. And hope that she'll be all right to re-enter the game.
Coach.
Marie Soleil Baudouin will restart the play through Liv Scott, who had possession of the ball. And we're underway again. Desiree Scott. Valoron. Breaks up the play. Foul called on Mina. She says, me. Julianne Valoron, 24-year-old, Canadian Youth International. Signed with the club this summer after playing in the USL with Spokane. Wickers. Addie Wickers finding Nakamura. Nakamura looking forward, trying to squeak a ball through to Sid Kennedy. But Liv Scott was on the right side of the ball. Scott. Through to Pridham. Was taken down. Thought she was taken down. But that one will be a foul. And a yellow card to Addie Wickers. She's got the jersey of Nicola Golan. And this is a dangerous area for a set piece for the Ottawa Rapid. Yeoju Chu, Joanna Fridland. On the ball, Jaleesa Harris looking on. We saw her fire a shot from half at early kickoff, so is she involved here? Fridland, the cross in, far post. And no one was there, but dangerous delivery by Johanna Fridland. Jonsdottir making sure that went out without a touch. Toth up the pitch. Miller gets a tackle on it. Ball popped over top. Miller. Sorola Miller. Broken up by Holland. And out for a throw in. That was something that Coach Katrina Peterson, very complimentary of Susanna Holland. Always in great defensive positioning. Cedeno. Out for a throw. Wickers across to Valeron. Nakamura. Jonsdottir just a little off on that pass. Just shaking the rust off. First game action for the captain since June 10th. Nice combination play. Cedeno. Back to Olai. Eva Fermot. Was trying to curl that maybe to Nakamura. But that final pass that Coach Stephen Hart has talked about, it's either 2 seconds too late, 2 seconds too fast. But they're creating chances, but the final decision or vision in that attacking third is still lacking. Golan to Fridland. Out wide to Scott. Fridland. Gibson, a shot from distance. Oh, Gibson just misses the post. Ellen Gibson with a big chance. Kennedy drawing the foul, a big, good battle with Liv Scott. Scott, one of the young leaders on this team from Aurora, Ontario. Back to Harris again. Harris looking up the pitch. Mina Lee was just offside. Had that diagonal run. It's one thing Jaleesa Harris is great at, among other things, is finding those piercing diagonal balls. Usually to DB Pridham, but Mina Lee also on the end of some of those. Jonsdottir. Cedeno's pass. He's trying to look for Miller, couldn't get her back. Return the favor. Fermo finds Cameron. To Nakamura, the touch, a little heavy. Has Kennedy, Kennedy with a shot! Oh, just grazes the crossbar. Sid Kennedy. A wonderful opportunity here and got all of that, just grazes the top of the crossbar. Still looking for her first goal in the NSL. Native of Fletcher's Lake, Nova Scotia. Foul on Gibson.
Come over. Where you going? Come over. Go.
10 minutes to go in this opening half. Halifax Tides, the free kick, trailing 1-0. Thanks to a 10-minute goal by DB Pridham. You're watching the NSL on CBC Gem, presented by BMO, the official bank of the Northern Super League. And Fermo will restart this free kick. Is this an opportunity here? Setting that ball in, the flick on. Cedeno bowled over by Gibson. And this is a free kick in a good area for Halifax. And we'll see who lines up on the ball here. Sorola Miller, Sid Kennedy. The two Nova Scotia natives. Trying to give their home side a goal to get back in this match.
Follow in, let's go.
Kennedy goes off the wall. Miller gets it to Kennedy and goes out for a corner kick. So Halifax testing Ottawa's back line. Few opportunities here. Miller on the corner. Miller right to the 6-yard line. Oh, the header's over top. Addie Wickers had an opportunity. Ball drilled into the 6-yard line. Olai, as Halifax starts from scratch. Fermo. And foul on Fridland. Miller slow to get up. Sorola Miller back up and at it. Nakamura. All the way back to Toth. Looks up the pitch. Cameron, the flick on to Miller. Miller, some space to operate. Going 1v1, the shot, low! And deflected wide by Dagenet. But Sarola Miller getting a few looks at goal. Dagenet had to be timely with that save. And Miller's back on the corner. Another Halifax Tides corner, Sarola Miller. A high floating ball, and it's headed wide, out of danger. But that'll be a corner kick from this side. High floating kick. Headed backwards by Liv Scott. Just over 5 minutes to play in this opening half. Halifax trailing 1-0. Sid Kennedy on the corner. Left foot. Near post, cleared by Harris. Fremo pops it back in. Jonsdotter flick. Too far for Nakamura. Melissa Dagenet getting her 10th start and goal today for Ottawa. They had some good news in the goalkeeping department, signing Molly Erickson to a longer-term deal, signing her through 2027. Of course, Molly Erickson out with a season-ending shoulder injury, but brings so much to the club in terms of her leadership and what the team stands for. They were glad to get her locked up till 2027. Rain continues to fall at TD Place in the nation's capital. Hasn't affected the play of both of these teams. Some opportunities on both sides. The third meeting of the season. Holland. Nearly broken up. Jonsdotter sliding to get that back to Wickers. Toth to Fremo. Miller. Miller's had a very active first half. Wickers a little slow in the decision making. Halifax escapes Valerand. Looking for Cameron. Miller slides in behind. She's got the ball and was taken down. Marie-Soleil Baudouin was right there. Was in good position. Play on. Nakamura. Halifax will recycle and put the ball out of bounds. Miller still down. She was sneaking in behind the defenders, made a great run. And Dagenet, a closer look at it. Got the ball, but also got some shins. But Marie-Soleil Baudouin, one of the best referees in this country, was right there to watch it. Miller's back up though. Miller, a player that Stephen Hart said has really picked it up since Jan's daughter went down in terms of leadership and just her tremendous attitude and what she brings to training every day and games, and certainly the effort she's shown in this first 40 plus minutes of this half. Miller. Fremont. Jan's daughter. Olai. Nakamura was looking for the ball at midfield. The ball slid over top. Cameron's there. There's going to be some clearing need to be done, and Dagenet does that. Now it's back on the foot of Miller. Miller against Chu. Miller, the ball across. That's a great chance. Nakamura skied it over top of the crossbar. Couldn't have set it up any better than that. Miller thread the needle to Megumi Nakamura. And those are the opportunities that Halifax has been missing. Trying to find those goals, creating the opportunities, but the finishing touch not there.
Let go!
3 minutes of added time at TD Place. Throw in going the way of the Ottawa Rapid. Harris back to Holland. Former Norwegian Youth International. Harris looking to pop over top. Wickers clears it. Fremont. Stopped by Gibson. Pridham laying off to Scott. Scott's got Golan on the right side. Little shifty footwork. Kennedy back to help out. Valorand. Valorand. Keeping the ball. Given away. Gibson cleans that up. Halfway through added time. And is there one last offensive outburst for one of these teams? Nakamura gets a foot on it. Miller tucks it through to Cedeno. Cedeno to Kennedy. Kennedy doesn't have anybody in the box. Cuts it back to Cameron. And the shot blocked. Liv Scott strips that from Kennedy now. Has some space up the right side. Mina Lee. Mina. Cleared by Fremont. Kennedy. Finds Cameron. It's Cameron versus 3. So she holds up. Nakamura. Olai in attack. Olai laying it off. The final pass just wasn't there. Eva Frimo, the curling cross. Harris was forced to clear that out for a corner. This might be the last play of the opening half. So Sid Kennedy will take this corner kick. Halifax has had 5 of them in this opening half. The opportunities have been there. The finish has not yet. And is there a last stab at it before the end of this half? Kennedy near post and couldn't get the flick on, and Marie-Soleil Baudouin will bow for the first half. Where it was the Ottawa Rapid taking a 1-0 lead. 10 minutes into the match, thanks to this woman, DB Pridham, her 16th goal of the season. Well, the Tides have had their opportunities, though. It's grazing the crossbar and skying over top. And we'll see what changes they may make at halftime. You're watching the NSL on CBC Gem. We'll have our halftime show straight ahead. Stay with us.
Oh, off the post and in. It's the goal we've been waiting for.
That is a highlight we will see over and over and over again. That is absolutely world class. Oh my goodness.
Welcome to the NSL Halftime Show, brought to you by BMO, the official bank of the Northern Super League. Yes, it's a rainy one in the nation's capital, but as Eddie Rabbit used to sing, I love a rainy night, and I'm not going to sing that for you. Let's take you through what happened in that opening 45 minutes. There was plenty of action, and it started right from kickoff. Mina setting up Jaleesa Harris, who says, why not? I'm going to have a go at goal. But it was Ottawa on the front foot early and getting this one. A deflection falling to the foot of DB Pridham. And Pridham makes no mistake when it bounces in the box. Reaching behind her body here. And just taking it off the half bounce and in the back of the net. 16th goal of the season for DB. Ellen Gibson, an opportunity from outside. Just glances outside of the post. But Halifax had chances too. Sid Kennedy just grazes the crossbar. How about Sorola Miller and the half she had? A low shot. Dagenet had to make a tidy save there. And this may be the controversial part of the half. Marie-Soleil Baudouin deciding not to award a foul on Melissa Dagenet. Sorolla Miller going down hard there, but nothing given. No bigger chance for Halifax than that one. Miller threading the needle to Megumi Nakamura, and Nakamura just had to place it and skied it over top. So 1-0 is where we stand after the opening half. 45 minutes left to play. Possession, well, it falls all the way of Ottawa's side. Halifax creating some opportunities, both teams with just the one shot on target. So converting those corner kicks might be something that Stephen Hart is looking at the drawing board at halftime. But Katrina Peterson and her Ottawa Rapid team up 1-0 at home, saying they want to take back their house after losing 3-2 to the Vancouver Rise 4 days ago. Right now on top of Halifax, 1-0 on a rainy night in the nation's capital. Stay with us.
Now, have we started?
So now, even if we lose, you have to tell them that we won.
Where do we look at you?
You can look into the camera right here.
This
one. And we are soccer best friends? Is that what we're gonna say?
Okay, my name's Miranda Smith.
I'm Emily Amano.
Hello, my name is Susanne Håland.
And my name is Johanne Fridlund.
And this
Is my soccer bestie. And we are soccer besties.
I've been stressing about this.
Shall we? Let's win, okay?
Let's go.
Are we supposed to say 3, 2, 1?
We are, but that's fine. And you guys are correct.
Yes.
Blue.
Good job, David.
Oh boy.
Oh,
You should know this, actually.
go to coffee.
Order at the cafe, yeah.
Okay.
Wow, this is a long coffee order.
Uncomplicated dietary restrictions.
Yeah. Kaffe latte. And it's at Happy
Oh, yeah, there you
She
go.
was even more specific because she said our favorite place to go.
Wow,
That's
your favorite
very-
place.
I think that's an extra point.
Yeah.
Should
Yeah. Flat white, 2 pumps cinnamon. I don't have a glass. Is that Dolce?
Dolce.
Oat milk, extra espresso shot. That is insane. I mean, you guys got to tip your hats off to that one. I don't know.
Thank you. Good job.
Only eat one meal for the rest of her life. What would it be? 2, 1.
Yeah, steak.
Yeah, that
that's good,
counts.
that's good.
That counts. That counts.
I know this. I don't eat meat myself, so I have to like live with this amazing smell of her steaks all the
Oh.
time.
Wow. That.
Did we get it?
Yeah.
We do spend lots of time together.
Probably too much.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Wait, I don't actually know.
3, 2, 1.
It's
Striker.
crazy. It's in Norwegian.
Yes, right.
Is that
I
striker?
promise you. It's
Is-
yes, it is. I promise.
Oh!
Nice!
I was between this and goalkeeper.
I mean, that's why I was like, those were my two. I was like, I
God.
couldn't pick.
What's her biggest fear?
Oh, you should know that. It's a lot. Really.
I've heard her talk about this before, but it's okay. I'm gonna say what you've said before then.
Playing goalie.
But the thing is, now I'm gonna write down something I know for sure she's said before. I'm 100% sure. but I'm not sure whether she will write it now because I think she has several to pick from.
But I've said it once. This is going to be a sentence.
3, 2, 1. Wow, you guys are on a roll.
Are we best friends?
I might be sold on it.
1.
Yeah. Oh my, that's so good.
Hold on,
That's
walking
so
down
good.
the street. You have to read that.
Things fall, and things falling down on her head.
What's your dream vacation destination?
Oh, mine? No, mine.
Hers.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Ooh. If I'm not sure about the answer myself, I'll just have to pick something.
So you have to pick something, yeah.
Country.
Oh, now it's vacation.
I'm trying to draw a picture here.
A picture?
Okay, I have my answer, but I don't think you'll make it, but okay.
I think
Ready?
so.
I don't think so.
I've heard you before.
1.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
But I said I'd change my mind. I want to go to Cuba too, though.
Yeah.
But Costa Rica.
Yeah, I should
higher up.
take that.
Yeah.
I've heard you.
Yeah, I couldn't even pick a specific destination, but put me on a beach, and
I knew you were so indecisive.
this is how I know that she's my soccer bestie, is because she knows I can't make a decision, so I couldn't pick a single place.
Yeah.
Just the beach.
Of all time? Of all time or
Of
active?
all time.
I don't think I know this one.
3, 2, 1.
Did you? I got really nervous there.
nervous. I started sweating on
Me
that
too.
one.
2, 1.
Nice!
Did you?
Oh, that's all time.
You know, similar.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Wrong
We're close, we're
Argentine.
close. Yeah, that's actually bad.
Correct country.
Yeah.
Oh boy. This is not.
You should know this. You should know
No.
this. You should know this. You should know
No.
this.
Oh! Okay, okay.
This is the problem. See, you know, she knows I'm indecisive, so like I can't pick a song.
This is
I
actually a
actually
really
know
good
this.
song, so I recommend it to everyone.
1.
Oh, that was pretty good though.
You know what?
This is telling.
Your first ex.
It is.
1.
Yeah, it's so good, so good. Norwegian song.
Well, what's the song? Sing it for me.
No, I'm incapable of singing. I'm sorry, I can't.
Emily from Miranda for all the marbles
'Kay.
right now. What's one word she says way too much?
Does it have to be a word?
It has to be a word.
It's impossible.
1.
That's
Aw.
true.
1.
No.
What's the word?
Nice.
Oh yeah, nice. Yeah, I could. Otto, it's a name for a cat. She's obsessed with her cat.
I can agree with that. but
Yeah.
That's also a good one.
Gosh, this is telling.
It is.
So actually, I think I was correct and she was wrong, to be honest, actually.
Yeah.
Any final thoughts?
I think we did quite well. I'm a bit disappointed that you answered wrongly on the word you say the most, which is Otto and not nice.
Yeah, did anyone do as good as us so far?
I think overall, very good.
I think so, and to be honest, if they beat us, I think it's because they practiced
Yeah.
beforehand, because we did very well, I think so.
You guys were on a
Nice.
roll. You guys were just
We were
like
crushing it.
We haven't practiced.
We haven't, it's true.
question, answer, answer, question, question,
proud of you.
answer.
I'm gonna cry.
So yes, that was good. Can you say now how many points they got?
They got 2 wrong.
And
Actually,
we got 3.
Well, that's it. That's a wrap.
That
Thank
was
you,
very
guys.
good.
thank you.
Thank you.
In the words of Diana Matheson, it was just a concept or idea on a napkin, but 2 years ago it didn't even have teams. Looking for the strike. Oh, now that's a finish. Northern Super League.
It
will transcend the sport, the Northern Super League, for years to come. Thanks for watching the NSL Halftime Show, brought to you by BMO, the official bank of the NSL. Second half about to begin between Halifax and Ottawa, and the rain is not letting up at all. And good thing these folks have a few, well, I guess they got the plastic garbage bags out for their rain jackets. Remind you that it's a big action in the Super League this weekend, including Saturday's matchup between AFC Toronto and the Calgary Wild. That's from York Lions Stadium, but you could catch it on CBC, 2 p.m. Eastern, 12 Mountain Time. Well, the fans trying to keep warm. They've certainly been entertained for the Ottawa Rapid. Taking the lead in the 10th minute of this one, DB Pridham with her 16th goal of the season. Getting a goal against Halifax for the first time in her third meeting with them. Just awaiting to see what substitutions will take place for these teams as Stephen Hart looks on. His team with several opportunities in that opening 45 minutes. Sid Kennedy just grazing the crossbar. Megumi Nakamura, what would have been just a lay-in, skied it over the crossbar. So we'll see if Halifax has that same forward-thinking attitude in this second half. Cedeno. Sarah Miller giving chase to Jaleesa Harris. Seeing a lot of play along the back between Harris and Holland. Couple substitutions into the game. Melanie Forbes coming in for Nicola Golan at that right forward wing position. And for Halifax, Tiffany Cameron coming out, Amanda Allen in. Amanda Allen unavailable last match, but into the match here today. Wickers. Oh, a slow pass back to DB Pridham. And Toth had to be right on her toes. But Mina Lee there to sweep it up. And it's 2-0 for the home side. Mina Lee with the goal. DB Pridham with the chance after a slow back pass by the Tides. And DB Pridham is down in the box. So some concern there for Ottawa. So Wickers, a slow back pass. Toth, a great initial save on DB Pridham, but Mina Lee there makes no mistake for her third goal of the season. So the former South Korean international pocketing home a goal for the Ottawa Rapid. And an early 2-0 lead. Toth made the initial save after a slow back pass by Addie Wickers. She was holding her head after that.
We play, come on, we play!
You can hear Stephen Hart saying, we play, continue, continue. Here's the tackle. So Toth cleaning out the ball and getting the shin of DB Pridham. Getting some medical attention in the Halifax penalty area. Toast just giving a pat on the back, but DB walking off the pitch. We'll see if she stays in the game. So Halifax trailing 2-0. And this is where the fight comes in. Wickers. Mina Lee just gave her team a 2-0 lead. Cedeno pressuring Harris, gets it out of danger, not quite though. Amanda Allen. Amanda Allen, one of the summer signings for the Halifax Tides. On loan from the Orlando Pride of the NWSL. Valeron giving chase here, trying to keep it alive, and does. And out by Liv Scott. Nakamura. Ball poked through. Frimo. Cross to Nakamura. Has a half shot on goal. And it will go out for a corner kick. Took a deflection. Nakamura, you know, is kicking herself. That chance late in the opening half would have made it 1-1. Sarah LaMiller. It's the ball in. Dagenet had to make a save, punch it away. Allen blocked. Wickers, the cross in. Dagenet handles that great height, and decides to clear it way up the pitch. And onto it is Fridland. Fridland scoops it over top of the net. Tried to have a fancy one in there by Toth. Dagenet, Frieder, great leading ball. Onside. One touch, two touch, and third touch just scoops it over top of the net. Would have been some goal. So Pridham back in the game. Oh, he has a nice bone bruise on that shin. Scott back to Holland. Harris to Scott. Jonsdotter tangled up with Mina Lee. just joining us, Gunny Jonsdottir, captain of the Halifax Tides, back in the lineup, healthy. Hadn't played since June 10th, the last time Halifax beat the Ottawa Rapid 2-1 at the Wanderers grounds. Jonsdottir with that dramatic goal late in the game. Chu, the cross in. Headed away by Valeron, not out of trouble yet. Kennedy gets it up the pitch. Pridham cuts it back. Mina Lee had another shot at goal. Cedeno to Allen. Took a late hit, Cedeno. And Allen's pass too long for Miller. The Halifax medical staff will come out and check out the 19-year-old from Panama, grew up in Houston, Texas. Desiree Scott, they call her the Destroyer. A hard tackle there, Cedeno taking the worst of it. Maybe a little bit late, a Winnipeg native. Stephen Hart encouraging his team to play. And some frustration there from the 19-year-old Cedeno. Olai. Back to Wickers. To Annika Toth. Finds Allen. Called off by Cedeno. Fremont. Oh, tried to thread it through, but Jaleesa Harris there. Jonsdottir. Cedeno back to Wickers. Cedeno, flick and turn. And out for an Ottawa throw. See how the rain really coming down on this wet night in Ottawa. And a bump in the Halifax end, free kick. Miller pokes it wide to Kennedy. Kennedy against Scott. Kennedy with the shot or the cross. Looking for Amanda Allen. Back and forth. Ottawa looking through their two number 6s, whether it's Desiree Scott or Ellen Gibson or even Mina coming back sometimes showing for the ball to try and break this Halifax press. Fridland. Toth had to kick that out of bounds. Ottawa pressing. Holland back to Dagenet. Ball bouncing around for both teams right now. Ottawa, who fell in their game to the Vancouver Rise 3-2 4 days ago. This play goes on. Chu down on the pitch. Eva Fermot, speaking of, in on that tackle, among the league leaders this season at right back for the Halifax Tides. Been a real bright spot for them. Eva Fermot, former French youth international. Julianne Valleron to Kennedy. Timely tackle there from Liv Scott. Valleron. Nakamura. And they'll recycle through the back. Olai. Fermot playing it behind for Amanda Allen. Allen against Chu. Ball chipped in. Kennedy lays it back to Valleron. Jonsdotter. And just out of bounds. As I was saying about Ottawa, when they fell 3-2 to the Vancouver Rise, gave up a late goal. And I talked to Katrina Peterson this week, and she said, you know, we didn't lock it down at home. We didn't lock it down against Vancouver. We did come back twice. She was pleased with that. But it was also a time for them to, what she said was, look into each other's eyes. They didn't look at every detail that went wrong in the game or anything like that. Didn't go through a ton of video clips, but they just had honest conversations with each other and said, you know what, this is not the way we want to show up. This is not our style of play. We weren't quite the way we wanted to express ourselves in that match. And they want to look forward, not backwards. So very determined Ottawa team tonight. Valleron and Scott, the battle shoulder to shoulder, and Marie-Soleil Baudouin, great positioning. Both players tangled up. You hear the fourth official talking to both benches on the side as well, saying maybe it down a little easy. Valleron's a tough customer though. Sarah LeMiller on the corner, having a great game for the Halifax Tides. Ball in, someone's gonna make contact, it just squeaks by and it'll go out for a goal kick. Couple substitutions for the Halifax Tides now, some fresh legs. So Gunny Jonsdotter, the team captain, coming out. Karima Lemire, who's done a lion's share of work in the midfield this year, giving way to the captain, is coming off. Addie Wickers coming out of the match. And Annika Leslie coming in. And Leslie will wear that captain's armband for Jonsdotter. Another player that Stephen Hart said really has stepped up in her first professional season. Is one of the leaders on this team. Lemire, slide tackle, gets that ball through. Miller, battling. And offside is the call. So 2-0 the score line right now. 65 minutes into this match. We're watching the Northern Super League presented by BMO, the official bank of the NSL. But the shot's going Halifax's way, but on target, Ottawa's way. So the chances are being created. As Stephen Hart said, we're creating chances, but just the finish not there. And we saw some close opportunities, especially in that first half. And a late foul on Eva Fremont. So Chu will take this free kick. And Ottawa is preparing a substitution. We'll see Desiree Scott come out of the game. Ottawa's captain. And Liv Scott will wear the armband. So Scott to Scott, handing off. But the destroyer coming out, the 38-year-old from Winnipeg. Giving way to Julia Benatti, who scored a goal in her last match against the Vancouver Rise. Quite a screamer at that, too. And if you haven't had a chance to check out Desiree Scott's outfit for Y2K Day, which is the theme of the match today, go check that out.
Number 6, Julia Benatti.
So Joanna Friedland on the ball for Ottawa. Ball in. Had Gibson open, but Fremont able to clear it. Not clear it enough. DB Pridham off the post. And Liv Scott has a third goal against the Halifax Tides this season. DB Pridham hit the crossbar and Scott with the rebound. Olivia Scott. Well, it was the delivery here, not quite cleared out of danger by the Tides. DB Pridham, a chip, hit the crossbar. And Liv Scott, who's up there for that set piece, the beneficiary. So Liv Scott, her third goal of the season and third goal against the Halifax Tides. And we've got a 3-0 match. Forbes tackled by Valeron. Kennedy keeps it alive. To Miller. To Allen. Trying to get the ball out of foot. Amanda Allen. Back to Lemire. Lemire has a strike, just bounced off Cristobal Oduro, who's into the match. Cristobal Oduro into the match for Sofia Cedeno. Kennedy cross and handled by Dagenet. Cristobal Oduro, the 32-year-old from Brampton. Extensive professional experience over 12 years. Pro soccer. Olai passing back to Toth. Kennedy to Miller. Ball passed back to Dagenet. She had to be careful with Amanda Allen coming. Valeron. Karima Lemire called for the foul. "20 minutes left in this match." Interim head coach Stephen Hart looks on and had to be pleased with the way that 45 minutes went. Trailing 1-0. A clearance that didn't get out of the box. DB Pridham punishing Halifax to give them a 1-0 lead, but Halifax with two great chances. Sid Kennedy just over the bar. Nakamura with an open net on a beautiful pass by Sarah LeMiller. And it could have very well been 1-1 at the half. Very different outlook now. Two quick goals by Ottawa. The giveaway by Addie Wickers early. Gave them a 2-0 lead, and then added to that with Liv Scott's third of the season. Annika Toth using that towel to wipe off the gloves, although I'm not sure how much that helps. The rain has stopped for now, but it's still coming down. It's just not coming down in pellets like it was moments ago. Ball driven in by Fridland. Not cleared. And Ottawa, another substitution. Chu will leave the game. And into the match, Kayla Adamek. Adamek represents Poland internationally, played at the most recent Euros, featuring in a game against Germany, a 2-0 loss. Harris escapes Oduro. Mina. Valeron fell awkwardly. May need some attention.
Trainer, please.
And whether that's a cramp on the AstroTurf here at TD Place. Julianne Valeron down. In this 3-0 match for the home side, Ottawa Rapid, currently sitting in 4th place in the NSL table. And these 3 points, critical ones for them as they try to secure their spot, create distance against Calgary Wild, who sit in 5th with 20 points. We take another look at Valeron Whether it's cramping up or we'll see, getting that medical attention.
Get up, come on!
Fridlin is trying to slide through to DB Pridham. Leslie. Holland. Mina back to Liv Scott. Pridham looking to release Forbes. Pridham, a shot from distance, not on target. DB Pridham, the 27-year-old from Saratoga, California with Canadian roots. Really come into form this season. She had torn her ACL back in 2023, only returned to soccer in April of 2024, and really has found her groove with the Ottawa Rapid. So Halifax preparing a sub. Looks like Julianne Valeron will not continue in the match, so we'll see a substitution for her shortly. Pridham back to Scott. Holland to Harris. Adamek. Cross in, Toth is there. Olai to Fremo. Oduro. Lemire. Kennedy. How to Allen and Nakamura. Mina turning back to Jaleesa Harris. Adamek moving forward. The shot on goal, it's a screamer off the crossbar. And Forbes connects off the post and in. 4-0 for the home side. So Melanie Forbes, her second goal of the season. Used to providing the service, 5 assists on the year. But a great strike from distance. And then Forbes able to get it past an acrobatic Annika Toth. Toth did everything she could to keep that out of the goal. But it's a 4-0 lead for the Ottawa Rapid. That would equal their biggest lead of the season. At a 4-0 win over AFC Toronto back in June. Fridland. Corner kick. Kylie Norcus into the match for Julianne Vallerand. Norcus making her 16th appearance of the season. Fridland. Norcus heads it away. Harris for Pridham, covered by Norcus, well defended there. Collins. Adamek to Fridland. Poked away in time. Nakamura moving forward. Body on the line. Mina breaking up the pass. Kennedy pushing forward, looking for a target. Looking for a target. Norcus. The ball into the box. And over the top of Allen. Substitutions into the match. A healthy Stella Downing coming in. Joanna Fridland, who's had a nice game for the Ottawa Rapid today. Out of the match, and DB Pridham, goal scorer in the 10th minute, 16th goal of the year, takes a break. And Jasmine Wilkinson comes in for her 5th appearance of the season. Ball swung across to Adamek. Benatti. Downing just into the match, and Downing's got a goal! Stella Downing has been out injured for the past few games, comes back in, and not even 2 minutes into joining the fray, picks up the goal. Second goal of the season for Stella Downing, 22-year-old from Vancouver. And Bonatti drew the Halifax defenders in, maybe because of that screamer she hit the crossbar with moments earlier. But Halifax with just over 5 minutes to play want to get one on the board here. Miller closed down by 3 Ottawa defenders. Stephen Hart looking on. Again, might have been a different scenario. Had a couple of those opportunities in the opening half come to fruition. Lemire winning the header, Nakamura. Kennedy to Miller. Couldn't find Nakamura. Leslie. Kennedy. Ball swung in, dangerous one. Had to be headed away by Holland. See another Halifax corner kick. They've had plenty of them in this match. Haven't been able to convert just yet. Eighth corner of the match, Sarah Lemiller. Drives it in the box, looking for a head, can't find one. Nakamura turns, finds Kennedy. Looking for a post and punched away by Dagenet. Deep throw in for Halifax. Well, the connections just haven't happened in the second half for Halifax. And find themselves in a 0-5 hole. And memories of a 6-0 loss at home to the Vancouver Rise back on July 19th, their worst loss of the season. But Ottawa came out meaning business today. As Coach Katrina Peterson said, they looked within themselves after losing to Vancouver. Wanted a rebound performance, wanted to look forward, not backward. And today, 5 different goal scorers. Stella Downing. Looking towards goal! Just barely wide. It was offside anyway. Lemire. Kennedy sliding it through to Miller. Thought she had stayed on side, but the Ottawa line held her off. Closing in on full time at TD Place Stadium. Ottawa so far holding this clean sheet. Halifax would love to get one back. Tidy back line of Ottawa, you can see between Liv Scott and Jaleesa Harris leading the way. And here comes Sid Kennedy though, trying to cut back. And Melanie Forbes coming back and tracking, got that ball out of trouble. Forbes, Toth able to handle that. Framo bounces off Benatti. And with 4 minutes of added time, Ottawa will try and waste some of this time off the clock, knowing this victory is assured. A pivotal 3 points in the standings for this Ottawa Rapid team. Those 3 points, they'll be tied for second with the Montreal Roses. Oduro. Kennedy. Halifax trying to get some numbers in the box. Offside. Toth pumps the ball up the pitch. And out for a Halifax throw. Leslie. And that ball over top gets to Miller. Just bounces right into the hands of Dagenet. Manati. And Marie-Soleil Baudouin blows the whistle. An emphatic 5-0 win for the Ottawa Rapid over the Halifax Tides. Katrina Peterson saying her team had to look inwards this week. Second game in 4 days to see what kind of team they wanted to be. And they came out with a big performance in front of their home crowd at TD Place today. A strong opening half by the Halifax Tides, but they couldn't hold off this Rapid side in the end. Goals by DB Pridham, Mina Lee, Liv Scott, Melanie Forbes, and Stella Downing. And 5-0 the final score. So Peterson got the 3 points that their team desperately wanted today. Possession clearly in the way of the Ottawa Rapid today. Shots just about even, but the shots on target, the difference today. Halifax with a couple chances just going over the crossbar in that opening half might have made the difference in keeping them in this one. But in the end, it was all Ottawa. Well, thanks for watching the NSL on CBC Gem, presented by BMO, the official bank of the Northern Super League. In the end, it was the Ottawa Rapid on their home turf, TD Place Stadium. 5-0 the final over the Halifax Tides in this third meeting of the season, and leapfrog up the leaderboard. Second place, we'll see you next time. Join us on Saturday for that match between Toronto and Calgary on CBC.